Hello, Web Summits. I'm Mümtaz. I'm one of the co-founders of Clemta, which is a SaaS platform. It's a one-stop shop to make and manage any business throughout the world. Before this journey, actually, I was a startup lawyer, but thanks to Clemta, I'm here today as a co-founder. Let's talk about the origin story. We used to be co-founders, but still lawyers, but we have few ventures about AI, NLP, healthcare, and PropTech. And at the moment, we decided to incorporate a business in the United States. As two lawyers, we thought that we can handle that easily. But after a certain period of time, we decided that we have to find a place to incorporate our business, sadly. We go to a platform, and it takes almost like 10 days to incorporate a business in the United States. We waited for a month to have our tax ID, and we tried to open a bank account, and they said, you can't. We said, why? You have to come to US. We were like, come on, we don't have to do that. We tried different banks, tried to reach them, and they were like, you have to come here because we have KYC rules. Okay. We tried to find a lawyer there. We give her a power of attorney, and she tried to open a bank account for us. It didn't work as well. Then we have a CFO from there, which was a lawyer. She go to a bank physically, says that I'm representative of the company. She opened the bank account. After a week, we had a notice. It says that we have to close the bank account because you're not in the United States. And we were like, it shouldn't be like this. That's why we started a consulting business on that. And after that, we realized that it has to be a software company. And at the end of the day, we saw that the journey is leading us to be a SaaS company, to make sure that we have to be with the entrepreneurs throughout the journey. So we evolved into a SaaS company. And today, I would like to try to understand our journey with you, how we become a SaaS business. And the clicker is working as well. So in order to do that, we have to observe more than 5,000 customers around the world. As you know, they have different pain points. Let's check something. Who are entrepreneurs here? Could you please raise your hand if you consider yourself as an entrepreneur? Any entrepreneurs here? We have some. Any other entrepreneurs? I was expecting more from Web Summit, to be honest, but we have some entrepreneurs here. Please keep your hands raised. Does anyone had any problem while making your business global? If not, please lower your hands. If you have some problems, please keep them. See, we all are entrepreneurs, but we have still problems to make our business global. As founders, we know that hurdles are part of the journey because we're really used to crashing the walls and try to break them. As Clemta, our answers to those hurdles is try to break the walls for you so that you have an amazing journey throughout the way, and you have to focus what is important, which is your business. That's why we gathered the pain points. We try to gather the data from 5,000 customers and try to understand what is really the problem. And we try to make a solution according to that. To be honest, we weren't expecting such a fast success because according to Trustpilot data, our score is 4.9 out of 5, which made us the first company in country registry. It was a fast thing, but also it feels really relieved that we're doing something right. But still, the numbers doesn't mean too much to us because it shows how we help those entrepreneurs. How do we crush those hurdles? How do we help them to make it? So numbers are important, but there are things that are more important to us. Something really funny, in 2024, in order to incorporate a United States company as a foreign entrepreneur, you need a fax machine. I'm not kidding. You really need a fax machine, and we have a digital one in Clemta just for you. If you want to have a tax number as a foreigner, you have to apply the form by sending it through the fax machine. And then they give you an answer by physical mail, which means they're going to put it in a bag, send from the United States wherever you are, and if it doesn't go around the way, you have the paper, you open it, and you learn more about your tax number. So it's quite archaic, and it doesn't have to be like that. So we know that for Clemta, we have to get up with a digital experience so seamless that you don't have to buy a fax number and everything will be fine. Unfortunately, you really need one. So when you create a US company, there are lots of middle persons and there are lots of barriers throughout your way. You have to first go online and understand what's what, because there are lots of different information in the world and a huge information asymmetry. So you have to figure out what to do. Then you have to choose the states. And every state is like a different country in the United States, even though it's the United States. So you have to figure out, is it going to be Delaware, it's going to be Texas, it's going to be a Wyoming. You have to come up with that. You have to fill the incorporation form and send to the authority. You have to wait for the response by mail. Then you find a fax machine, you all know now. You're going to apply for the tax numbers. It comes to a mail, you learn the numbers, you apply for the bank account. If you're lucky enough, you're going to have a bank account. But see, as two lawyers, co-founders, we tried almost a year to have a bank account and we didn't do that at that times. So there are too much struggles around your journey. You have to find a lawyer, you have to find an accountant, you have to file your taxes, you have to do everything. But it doesn't have to be that way. It's like going through a maze and they're trying to test your resilience and patience. But through Clemta, we're trying to break those rules and try to make a straight line so that you don't have to deal with anything. That was our actually main goal, to do that. So we came up with Clemta instead of those results. Now this is how it works. You simply go to clemta.com. You learn anything you want because we have lots of questions before and we try to solve them. So we have a huge FAQ session. If it doesn't work, you can just simply type to us. We have 724 operations team that they can help. So you know what to do. You choose your state. You simply fill a form. Within a day, you have your business ready, a company. To be honest, on Clemta sites, it's under a minute for us. But we're going to keep waiting for you a day to make sure that everything is okay. And then you don't need a fax machine. That's obvious. All you have to do is sign a digital form. And within a couple of days, you have your tax ID ready. Normally, you have to go to United States and a physical banking branch. But with Clemta, all you have to do is to scan your passport. So you're completely ready. Voila, within a couple of days, you have your bank account at your doorstep. You have your physical cards. So it will be much easy. And then what you're going to do, you have to post-incorporate your business, which is quite tricky and different from anywhere in the world. For example, in my hometown, Turkey, we don't have post-incorporations. We first make everything ready, then file. When it's okay, it's completely okay. But in the United States, the hard work is the post-incorporation. So in order to try to understand 300 pages documents, which are 17 different documents, all you have to do is fill a simple form through Clemta, then you sign the documents. So we're trying to make it as seamless as possible to make sure that you can focus your own business. We don't stop there. We also help you with the accounting, bookkeeping, and tax filing procedures so that you can focus, again, what is more important. But was it enough? Unfortunately, to be honest, wasn't. According to IRS, which is the local authority for taxation in the United States, 70 million taxpayers didn't file their taxes last year, which is a big number. You know why they didn't file their taxes? Because it's really hard. It's really digital. You have to fill physical forms and send them by mails. So it has to be a different way to do that. We have to solve it. We have to digitalize it. That's why we came with Clemta 2.0, a platform to rule them all. A platform that you can do anything you want. Your company will be on your fingertips. Basically, instead of paying a bulk amount, you pay a retainer fee, like a SaaS platform, that you can forget. You have your business ready without any additional costs. You have your company ready, you have your tax ID, you have your bank account, you have your post-incorporation, you have an accountant from now on, you have a registered agent, you have a rented place, so you're good to go, and it's seamless as possible. A platform that you can do everything. That was our goal. But it was a huge risk as an entrepreneur because we're trying something shape-shifts the industry. Normally, you go to a lawyer, you go to an accountant, you go to a website so that you can incorporate a business. Now, instead of paying a one-time fee, you pay something regular to solve everything. So, to be honest, we were expecting like 3 to 4 months pitfall in our earnings. And it was a huge risk for any entrepreneurs. It doesn't matter if you're seasoned or not. It's a huge risk. So we have to take a leap of faith to achieve it. And we did it. We weren't expecting such success there, but we increased our customers by 212% in a short period of time. We increased our customers' LTVs by 116%. We increased our gross volume by 92%, and we increased spend per customer by 16%, which means it seems like it worked for that time, but we still keeping understanding and analyzing the data of our customers, so they still keep asking things from that. We're trying to make it as seamless as possible, as seamless that they can even forget they're using Clemta. But numbers are good. What's important to us is more than numbers, which is their trust. If you're working with someone who incorporated with Clemta and ask them, I'm going to go global, what should I do? They can either say, go to Clemta, or ask Mümtaz, he will direct them. So they become our natural affiliate partners without asking anything, because they trust us, because they know that you don't need 17, 18, 20 intermediaries to solve a business problem. So it seems like we're good in place right now. But as entrepreneurs, we know that we are in a 100-meter sprint. It's a marathon, and we are at like the first third of the marathon. We just start to make the pace. So things will change throughout the way by listening to our customers. What we know is we're going to try to solve those problems, but we don't know what the future holds. Probably we will end up to become a fintech or something, but we will see. We have a booth really close by. You can step whenever you want, and I'll be there around if you want to ask anything about being global, being scale up, being in the United States. We will be happy to help. We have some brochures around here. Let's keep in touch. Thank you for being here today.